Hello, this is Blake. I'm a comics collector, art collector, artist, and movie fan, and I do reviews. I'm going to say this right off the bat. I have no clue what is going on in this book. I mean, I can follow along, and I know some of the characters, like the Demon or Wonder Woman dressed in some other, and they have these little creatures called Groblins, who I guess are Robins, who are some kind of demonic version of themselves. So I can recognize the characters when they pop up, mostly. I still don't know what the hell is going on. They start out when the credits page with kind of like Blood Realm. It has a Tolkien-like map. And it's the DCU. So, I mean, Scott Snyder is not even trying. And then you have Wonder Woman with a chainsaw and Swamp Thing walking around and villains locked up. You don't have any normal people anywhere in this book. You have a talking dinosaur with a bat cowl. And you have all these other characters dressed up as Batman. And I still don't know who the Batman Who Laughs is. I mean, it's a #1 issue, which I love the cover. Art germ, Stanley Lau. Lao, stupid. And you got these little Groblin things. So at least I found out what they're called. You know, in Hell Arisen, the issue I had of that picked up because of Punchline, maybe being your first appearance. They didn't explain anything in that one, and they really don't explain that much more in this one. I did find out the woman who is destroying the other universe is called Perpetua. I'm just really dumb. This whole book, it's just not for me. It reminds me very much when Kulan Gath, the sorcerer from Conan Cimmeria, turns up in New York, and suddenly all of New York became like it was the world of Dungeons and Dragons, except everyone's wearing a Batman outfit. I recognize a lot of the characters, and I recognize the Black Lantern ring, and I understand that it can raise the dead, but there's no explanation of that here. You don't even have Batman sneaking into this castle, which brilliantly is called Castle Bat, where the Batman Who Laughs is apparently in. But they don't really show that. They just show him standing out in the field and talking to a bunch of the people who are under his power, I guess. Then, while he's talking to them, Batman just shoots a crossbow bolt or arrow, whatever you call it, from the woods. There's woods there, and that's the extent of Batman trying to take him out. And if you were a new reader, which I am kind of a new reader to this stuff, you would just be lost, and I kind of am. And then they're using, this is like the 9th level of nerdity. You have to be a real nerd to accept where Batman is going to be in some kind of universe where, I mean, it's so far from the original idea of who Batman is and who the rest of these characters are. I think it's very convoluted, and just Dr. Manhattan in this from Watchmen. DC continues to just drop trowel all over Alan Moore's work. Greg Capullo draws great stuff, and there's some really cool art in this. I like it, and I love the art germ cover, like I said, but there's not much more going for this. The story is just, they're not even trying. Scott Snyder is not even trying. I think, what is it, Dark Knight's Metal was the first one, I think, the first series, and apparently it was a big thing. I know I'm not really the target audience for this one. How much was this? $5? Yes, $5. God, I felt like I just, wow. Story-wise, this is like maybe the worst $5 I've spent in years. This is really, really bad. Again, if I knew what was going on, I could give a better, at least, synopsis of this. This is not even a review, really, other than I think it's horrible. After reading the latest issues of Batman that are actually pretty good, it's just disappointing that DC's putting this out as like a big event. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.
So are you Chinese or Japanese?
I live in California last 20 years, but first come from Laos.
Huh?
Laos. We lay ocean.
The ocean? What ocean?
We are lay ocean. From Laos, stupid. It's a landlocked country in Southeast Asia. It's between Vietnam and Thailand, okay? Population 4.7 million.
So are you Chinese or Japanese?